Hey. Hello, chat. Hello. It's a Handcam stream. Look at this. It's a Handcam stream for the first time in who knows how long. Welcome to today's stream. We are going to be doing some watercolors, but it's going to be different from the times I've done it before. For you see, my wonderful, beautiful mod gifted me some new paint. They gotta the surfaces are very reflective, so I'm trying to be careful here. But let's see, there's this actually like this is the one that I was using before. This is a watercolor paint set that I got at Walmart. So this is what I was using beforehand. Before my mod gave me the gifts. Yeah. And something I did with all of these watercolors is I made like a reference page for them on paper. So let me just put this somewhere real quick. And then I'll show you the paper with it. It's up here. Let me grab it. And these were the colors that came from that. You know, not too bad when you have a fair amount of water with it, but also like not too high quality, I guess. And then this one, this set right here, is actually like a sparkly set. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna open this up off the camera. Off camera. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can kind of see it on the camera, but they have like little sparkles in the paint itself. Yeah. Ah! Cat! No! Off! Off of that! Off! Off that! Cat! That is not for your stepping! That is not for your stepping, cat! Oh dear. Let's put this one over here. Hopefully my cat will leave this paper alone. And I made a reference paper for the sparkles. Can you see it on the camera? Okay, you can see like a little bit, but not too much. It's like very subtle sparklies. Very subtle sparklies. But the set I'm going to be using today is this set right here. This set that I was gifted. Let's see if I can take that out. And this is a like fairly high quality set because look. Oh, welcome in, Virtual. Welcome, welcome. Painting today. I am going to be painting this little sketch that I made. It's myself, but like in like a chibi form. But I'm going to be using these like high quality paints that I got for my birthday last week. They're it's called like Sargent Art. And these are what the colors look like on paper. So I'm super excited to use them because these colors are very like rich and full and whatever. But yes, I'm going to be doing that. But it's not just these paints that I got. I also got a few extra items. My mod really spoiled me with this birthday. We have gold flakes here. Honestly, I have no idea how to use these. So I'm probably not going to, at least not on stream. And not until I have like this. I've taken a picture of this without them because I don't want to mess it up. So this will be going over to the side today. And this will be for like end of stream, after stream. But brush cleaner will be very useful for me. Because with the sparkle paints that have like little bits of glitter in them, I don't want the glitter to like infect other paints that I use. So using the brush cleaner after everything will be very good. But what we're going to be starting with today is going to be this Miskit stuff. Now this is very useful because it can actually be used to like make sure that certain parts of the paper don't get paint on them. So if there's a part of it that you don't want to be colored at all, like the teeth or the whites of the eyes, then you can put this Miskit stuff on it. But also you could like put it on the well, this is what I'm going to do today. Put it on the exterior outside of like this main object here so that you can paint the background. You're not skilled enough to use water paints? I think like water painting doesn't really require too much skill, but if you want to elevate the art, then you need to build your skills. But just using watercolors, like they have watercolor sets for kids, so I'm pretty sure anyone can use watercolors. But yeah, I'm going to be using this mist kit to mark off the places that I want to remain pure white in this art piece, and also do like some stars in the background. And for this, I'm going to be basing it off of this design that I made a while ago and use these colors and whatnot. Basically just gonna be like another version of this, but chibi. And like one downside of using the mist kit is that immediately after using it, you need to make sure that you wash your brush with soap. Otherwise it'll get sticky and stick to the brush. So real quick, I'm going to put the mist kit on to mark off the areas that I want to have not painted for now. And then I'll take a short little like 30-second break to go off and and clean off this brush. But yeah, let's see. First things first. Here's this. I'm gonna do like the most delicate parts first, like these teeth here. Then the inside of the eye. And another important thing about this mist kit is that it says that you need to erase it off of whatever you're using it on within like 24 to 48 hours after putting it on. Which I do have. I do have a soft thing. Ah! Oh my god, it's drying and I'm pulling it off accidentally. That's bad. Better reapply it. And also with this, I have some ink pens and some gel pens that I can use. It'll be a lot of fun, methinks. Now let's see. Let's dip into here. Now I'm looking at the reference right now so that I know what parts to mark up for this. Forgive me if I go silent at times. I do tend to concentrate quite hard when it comes to creation. Right, there's that. I'm gonna get this little bit right there. Now, let's see. This is gonna be white. So I gotta mark that up with Miskit. And with this, I need to mark the center there. Yeah, there we go. And let's see, these little bits here are gonna stay white. Mark those up a little bit. And then this tail is going to remain white, this edge of this tail over here. So let's go ahead and mark this up so that this will stay unpainted. Let's see here. I think after I go to take care of the soap and whatnot with this, I'm going to put on some music in the background. I do have a little playlist that I made for my birthday stream that I ended up not being able to use for reasons. But yes, I think that's what I'll do today. That way I don't have to constantly speak. Because I'm sure this is very entertaining, yes? Let's see here. Let's get this exterior there. Oh, this is gonna be... I'm doing the exterior of this line art here because I don't want the background painting to bleed over into the painting of the figure in the center. So I'm going to protect it in a way by giving it like extra space where I don't have to worry about it bleeding over. Yeah, I think that's a good way to explain it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. But yeah, thank you for coming by today, Virtuo. Like, how did you find me? You're a first-time chatter, I see. Looking for a company to paint? A company? Oh, you want to like have someone to like paint to? I'm guessing you want what's the word I'm looking for? Want to paint alongside someone while you're working on something. Is that right? Let's see, for these wings, I think I'll cover it like this. Here we go. Basically to see me paint and chat with me? Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see, almost done with this outline here. And then I'm planning on adding a bunch of stars and stuff to the background. So I'll need to put Misket in the background for those bits as well. Here's this. And that's basically done there. Alright, so that's what the Misket looks like when it's put on. It's gonna be like night and day after taking it off. with after the coloring and whatnot. And now, let's see, let me grab this. I want to put Misket on in the background for stars and whatnot. And I have an outline for a shooting star right here. Let me go along that outline that I have. For the shooting star. There we go. That should work. Now I'm going to do a bunch of little like dots and whatnot for other stars. I think we'll keep them on the upper half of this work here. Mm-hmm. Here we are, almost done. Now while that dries, so that I can go paint it without any worry, I am going to go wash this brush because it is disgusting now. So yeah, I will be right back. Let me just put this up, and I'll be right back. I see you in chat. Alright, is this dry? I think maybe the top needs to dry a bit more. Oh, camera is lagging! Hooray! Love that for myself. I'm gonna get the playlist up and rolling now. ちょっと待ってください。ちょっと待ってね。I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. And it's basically just a bunch of Honkai Star Rail soundtrack music that I like, but yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that on. There we go. Let's see, should I start? Oh, I think I forgot a part. No, I didn't. Should I start with this bit right here? The figure? Should I start with the background? I think the background bit needs to dry a bit more, so I think maybe it'll be better if I go with the figure first. So this will be fun, figuring this out. See, I got this guide here, but I haven't actually used this to paint anything before, just the sky. Ah! That is the quality. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you for letting me know, though. Let's see, I lowered it and removed some stuff. Does that sound better now? Like, can you hear me? The mic is a little ways away from me, because I have a bunch of paint stuff in front. Ooh, dear, maybe I should put a stuff apology on the screen. Holy, this is a lot right now. Wasn't expecting all this. Maybe I can't have music in this case. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get rid of the music. Which sucks, because I was hoping I could have it. I was hoping I could have it, but it's probably putting a bit too much, I don't know. Would it put too much stress on my PC? It's a pretty strong PC. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just an issue with phone link. Oh well. I think I'm gonna start with a figure so I can give this a bit more time to dry. Why is the camera doing this? I'm so sorry. And I think I'll close Discord too. I'm not planning on using it. That should help things a little bit. Okay. First things first. Probably should do the skin. Or maybe I'll do the mouth first. So go ahead and wet this. I'm gonna use this pink. Don't think the music would interfere with the camera. I think it's just that there's so much going on my PC that it's lagging a bit. But it shouldn't. It hasn't done this before. So I don't know why it would be doing it now. Other than possibly a low internet connection, like... Like, I'm kind of in the basement right now, and the internet stuff is upstairs. Which kind of sucks that it would do this. It shouldn't, but oh well. And the funny thing is, like, I bought an Ethernet cable because I thought I had an Ethernet connection in my room that I could use. But then when I got it, and I checked the plug that should have been an Ethernet cable, there's nothing there. Like, I see, like, looking into the holes that there's cords back there, but I don't know if they're Ethernet cables. So that's something I'm gonna have to, like, possibly take that off and see what it actually is. Let's see, I think I'll color the wings next here. So looking at my reference, wings have like 3 shades of blue, so let's see. start with this blue. Or, oh god, the camera is glitching. Ah, I feel so bad. I feel so bad about this. Why is it doing this? I've closed as much as I can. Right, there's that. Oh god, I really should put a scuff apology up on screen, I think. Now that it's, doing this thing. But, let's finish this blue stuff first. Finish all of the blue. Like, it's not too far behind in terms of lag. It's just that I wish the quality was better. It's weird that it's doing this. I'm so confused as to what's going on with this. And then for this middle here, plus the eye. What time is it for me? It is 8:30 p.m. It is 8:30 p.m. So not too late, but also not really early in the night. See, there's that, and then I'll use this blue also for the eye. Let's see, should I use this blue also for the pants? I think I will. I think this blue for the pants would be really good. See, here's this. Also, like, Virtual, you said something earlier how you don't think you have the skills for watercolor. I don't have the skills for watercolor. Like, I try my best, but honestly, I haven't made too much stuff with watercolor. So it ends up feeling a bit choppy in places where an expert really where it wouldn't happen. But I think with this higher quality paint, it's not happening as much. Like when I put another layer on it, it blends properly. So that's good. That's good to know. And let's see for the jacket. Gonna use this lighter blue again. A lot of small delicate details here, so gotta be careful with how the paint is got down. Your attempt would be as good as a kid? Well, at least it would be an attempt. At least it would be an attempt. And that's worthwhile. Okay, I think that's good. I think I'll go with the yellow coloring next. Let's see, we have a very bright and vibrant yellow from these paints. So that's good. Gonna use it up top first and then move my way downwards on the figure painting. I guess I can't really call it figure painting. What would I call this? What would I call this? The centerpiece? Would that be the right answer? I guess it's the focus of the piece, since it's right in the center. And it's what the piece is about. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's what the thing is. Chibi figure? Yeah, it is a chibi, yeah. The chibi figure. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Okay. I think next I'll do the hair, then I'll do the skin, and then I'll do the belts last, since the belt is like a black color. Alright. Now, the set only has one shade of brown on it. Like, there's like a reddish brown on there too, but not really going to be using that. So that's sort of limiting compared to my my Walmart paints. But it's not the end of the world. I could always like try to mix paints if I need to use a different color. But in this case, this is an experimental piece where I'm not only showcasing the other paints, but also practicing with them. So that's something to consider with this. Now, without the Miskit stuff here, I would normally be worried about it bleeding over into the other parts. But with that here, I don't have to worry about it as much. There are other parts I have to worry about it though, so I must pay attention carefully. Like, one thing about watercolor paints that I'm pretty sure I'm using incorrectly is having all these sharp edges. Or at least following along strictly to what I have sketched. Because I've seen some watercolor like speed paints on YouTube and stuff, and some of them only like use their sketch as a loose guideline, but I can't really do that. Ah, it's bleeding over into the yellow. No! I can't really do that with my stuff. What I draw is what I intend to make. So I can't just have like a sketch baseline and then improv from there. I have to have a definitive uh, outline. But that's probably a limitation on my end that I'm just imposing upon myself. Mm-hmm. I wonder why this is looking darker and lighter on different parts. Maybe it's the amount of liquid that's in the brush. That's probably it. Yeah, that makes sense in my head. This would be much easier with music in the background, but I can't. I can't. Because apparently my computer decided that there's not enough internet power. So it cannot compute. And thus, everything is glitchy. Maybe it's the phone links issue, because I had to reconnect it before stream. For some reason it disconnected. So maybe that's the issue. Maybe it's not my computer, maybe it's the program I'm using. But it's a free program, so I can't complain too much because I'm not paying for it. but it would be nice to have something more high quality. But it's also that I'm recording this on my phone. Like, this camera is my phone. I think if I had like an actual camera, then maybe these issues wouldn't pop up. And you know, it's something that I have on like a gift list. So I'm hoping to get it one day. Just I do not have the funds for it currently. Okay, I think that's the hair there. Now I gotta do it on the tail. Do it on the tail here. Gotta do multiple layers. Ah! The liquid was too much. There was too much liquid. It's now bleeding. It's now bleeding. Ah! Okay, I'm probably gonna have to leave that alone for a bit so it can dry. See. You bought a USB camera, but it worked on your PC? It didn't work. Oh, it didn't work. My bad, I misread that. Well, that sucks. That sucks that you couldn't use that. I'm gonna switch over brushes to something else so that the other one can dry as I take care of the skin color. Actually, I think I'll use this little brush for the belts. Oh yeah, gonna need this to put in the details a bit. Have the mist kit here, so that helps. But it's still troublesome a little bit. Next to the other parts. Okay. Alright, I think I can wash this and use it for the brown again. Alright, hopefully it's still not too wet. It's still wet. I think I put too much water in the last one. So now this is gonna be a mess until I can wait for it to dry. But let's do the skin next. Let's do the skin. Let's do it with this brush right here. This one. Have this midriff right here. Oh, I forgot the black of the shirt. I'm gonna have to go back and do that. And then we have this hand right here. And then we can put a bit more water on here to use for the face. See, I hope this skin color pops out when all this is said and done. Because the mist kit on the page right now is kind of making it look a little weird, but I know from the little practice I did with it before the stream that it's going to look good when it's erased. Okay, there's that. Now time to go back in with the other brush for the black shirt. So let's grab this. Yeah. Now I think that is given adequate time for the background to dry. So now, let's see. I think I'll work from top to bottom with this. And we're going to use this brush, because this brush actually has like a tube of water in it, so I can just... I don't need to constantly dip it in order to wet it. I can just squeeze it to get water out. And then from the top, I'm going to do the black. Just a straight black. I may need to use a different, thicker brush, though. Yeah, I think the thicker brush will probably be better in this case. So let me go ahead and grab that from over here. I'm going to use one of these. Wet it nicely. Wet this nicely. And boom. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at how that goes across. It's nice and thick, and it has good weight to it. It fills in the gaps nicely as well. Ooh, I love that about these paints. Love that about these high quality paints. I don't even know how high quality these are. It's just that they're more high quality than the Walmart paints that I had before. So that's my comparison. There's this. Oh yeah, one thing about using this phone link with the camera is that you can't actually hear what's happening on the screen. So like if I tap, you can't hear it because it's far away from my mic. But supposedly it can be heard on the camera. But you can't hear it. Ooh, you finished the base? Nice, nice. What are you painting? I don't think you told me what you're painting today. Then again, I also didn't ask, so sorry about that. Mic sounds great quality? Ooh, thank you, thank you. It's actually a USB mic that I got years ago. And I'm glad that it's been holding up. I'm glad it's been holding up. Let's see, I think I'll do the black until here. And then I'll start shifting from black to blue for the night sky. Using acrylic to paint Miggy from Parasite? Ooh. Let's see, Miggy. That's the hand alien, right? I haven't watched Parasite myself, but I am aware of it through other people talking about it. Yeah, yeah. But ooh, that sounds interesting. Is there like a specific scene that you're doing, or is it just like a cool pose? Here, gotta put more work over here. Let's see, this will be good to about right there, methinks. Let's get this wet again. You're drawing a showcase of Kanarai album? Ooh. So it's like an art study sort of thing. And you're taking inspiration from him to make your own, like, portfolio. See, I think my brush is getting too wet because it's no longer putting down strong colors. So let's finish up this part, then I'll switch brushes to take care of the blue. Again a bit. Gotta finish this. Oh, it's a gift for your girlfriend. I see, I see. I guess they like the Ken Arai a lot. Like, is Parasite one of their favorite stories? And there we go, there's that. Rinse this off real quick. Kinda. Oh, it's like one of the favorites, but you get more like artistic inspiration from it than others. Right, this one. Use this brush. It's a similar size. Let's see, the blue. I'll go with that one there. Actually, let's go with the light blue that I'll put down here. And work my way up with it. Right here. See, here's this. Gonna try and blend it up a bit more. I never know how wet to make my brushes in order to get the result that I want. Which is a bit of a pain. Because I wish I could do... Like, I see how this could look in my head. And then when I try to do it on paper, it's just like, no, don't do that. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. No. Like, watercolor, you are very much at mercy of the paints. Like, you can try to tame them, but it's a difficult process. The Wild West of painting. Which is why I want to get better at it. But also, watercolor paper is kind of expensive, so I don't have a lot of excuses to paint with it. Well, I guess I have plenty of excuses, I just don't want to waste paper by making something that's bad. You know? I want what I make to be worthwhile and worth the price that I'm paying for it. What about oil paints? No, I can't afford oil paints, no. I think the last time I did oil painting was back in high school, when it was provided for me for an assignment. But that's it. But also, that assignment was basically a forced self portrait. So, you can imagine how fun that was. Because I didn't really have any pictures of myself that I liked, so I had to dig into the ye old scrapbook that my mother made for pictures of me as a kid. It's just like, okay, which one is the most tolerable that I could make? Oh, I hate when little bits of hair get into the watercolor because I can't pull them out. Can't pull them out properly. I can't get rid of them. I can't just like swat them away. I have to be very careful. Alright, I think I'm going to put one more layer of this blue, then I'm going to switch brushes and go to a different blue for the center here, where it's white. And hopefully it'll dry into a darker color so that there's a bit of a gradient between the blue and the black. Alright, I think that's probably going to be it for that. Oh yeah, by the way, the cup I'm using for my paint water is a Pokemon mug. I got this for Christmas a few years ago. And I haven't really drunk much from it because it's too big. So it's just been sitting in my cupboard for a long time. But I figure, you know what? Since I don't use it to drink, I might as well use it to paint. So that's why I'm using that today. Alright. The next blue. It's gonna be this blue. Let's go ahead. Wet this. Wet this. And going in. Miss beige, you mixed beige with dark yellow and a little black, and it became green. Let's see. Beige is a light brown, right? I believe light brown is made from mixing blue and orange, or just regular brown is made from mixing blue and orange together. So the blue with the yellow is probably where the green came from. That's probably what happened. If I had to make a little guess. But oh dear. Unexpected results, huh? Is it like on the painting itself, or was it still like on a palette on the side? So you don't have to worry about it. Alright, let's see if I can blend that a bit better. We're doing this. On the palette? Okay, okay. So it wasn't on the piece itself. You're safe. Using an old work mug to clean your brushes? Ooh. Yeah, when I worked in an office, I didn't really understand the merchandise thing, the gifts they would sometimes give. It's just like, okay, so you give me a mouse pad with your name on it. What am I supposed to do with this? And the shirts as well. Like, give me a shirt with their name on it. It's just like, okay, where am I going to wear this? Where do you expect me to be able to wear this? Because I'm sure not going to be wearing it on any dates. That's I mean, it could be a conversation starter, but for what reason? For what reason? Right, I think that's good there. Make that a bit. Okay, now I gotta get this other side here. Okay, the lag seems to have gone away now, so that's good. That's good at least. Good that there's no lag for the camera. Because that would suck. Old company shirts are awesome pajamas. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can think to use them for. Is for pajamas. Alright, I think almost done here. Just gotta try fill that in. Need to figure out what the water to watercolor paint ratio needs to be in order for it to not run out of paint when I need it to still be painting. And like how much water is too much when it gets diluted. Because it'd be nice if it was nice and smooth, but I don't know how exactly to do that. I think I may need to go over the top part of this blue again with black so that I can blend more. Blend more together. But other than that, I think that blue is, it's fine. It's more or less fine. Alright, so let's see here. Let's grab just another one of these big ones to go back in with the black. Pick this up. Alright, so nearly done with the painting, more or less, before needing to erase the miskit. But I also need to make sure that it has time to dry before I do that. Because I think if I try to erase the miskit while it's wet, it'll mess things up. So, I'm gonna put this black on here. I'm gonna get up and stretch for a few minutes, and then I'll go back in. And hopefully everything will be alright with this. I guess one more pro to, oh, ads. Ads are playing, I will wait. Welcome back from the ads. What I wanted to say before the ad started is that one good thing about watercolor is that it's relatively quick. I guess if you're like making something simple, it's quick. Like this is pretty simple, but if I wanted to make it super like detailed and everything and put different layers in there, I could, but that would take longer to make. So there's that. But yeah, that's let me put this to the side for a bit. And I'll pull this up to the camera as best I can. Oh dear. That doesn't work at all. That doesn't work at all. Okay, you guys are just gonna have to look at it from this angle. But yeah, that's the background kind of done. It's a bit splotchy, but that's fine. So I'm going to give this a few minutes to dry, then I'm going to use this soft eraser I have to get rid of the Kit, so we can reveal the white. And then I'm wondering if I should go in with paints around the edges, or if I should just leave it be and have like a glowing chibi figure in the center. I wonder. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wait for that for a bit. So I'm just gonna leave this here as I think I'll get up and get myself some water, so be right back. Alright, I'm back. Leave it glowing? Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that. Okay. Now it's time. I gotta scoot back a bit. There. Now it's time to erase the Kit stuff. So let's see, I think I'll start from the bottom here. And we'll gently make my way up to the top. Like, I don't want to overdo it with this. I accidentally erased too much. I'll definitely need to re-put those lines in there with an ink pen. Yeah, it should be fine. There's that. Oh, I definitely need to go in with a small brush again to get like the details that should have been colored but ended up not being because of the Kit. Oh dear, that's sticking quite a bit. I haven't used this much Kit before. I only used a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how it looks at the end of this. I'm pretty sure this is a soft eraser, but it could also just be a regular eraser and I'm doing something wrong. I'm very much an amateur in terms of watercolor paints. Like, I do it for the love, not for the skill. Oh, the camera's moving. Oh dear. Let's see here. Come on, come on. Can't take a little elbow grease. Okay, I guess when it's in thicker pieces, you have to put a bit more effort into pressing down into it in order to have it be brought back up. Alright, so there's that. So, Virtual, this gift for your girlfriend is it a birthday gift or something? Or is it like an anniversary gift? Wait, I think you said it was anniversary. Is it? I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm not good at remembering things. I try my best, but I don't succeed. Oh god, this is getting all over the place. When you have an occasion? Oh, it's just a just because kind of gift? Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. But also, if you end up taking a long time on it, it could be a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or something else. You know, that's the beauty of art. You can take as long as you need. Unless there is a deadline. In which case, take as long as you need up until the deadline. Let's see, I think this. Yeah, this works. Maybe a Christmas gift? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that way you have time to complete it. And if you make a mistake, you can start over. Oh, birthday was a few days ago. Okay, okay. So a bit late for a birthday gift. Unless you finish it really quickly, then you can just say, hey, here's a late birthday gift. I know it was a few days ago, but ta-da! I think. Yeah, look at that. Look at how that's looking with the whites. Standing out very nicely. Oh, the color's a bit faded between the camera and the stream and real life, but it's fine, it's fine. I'll take a picture and post it to my Twitter later. And that should have better quality than what we have here right now. Alright, almost done with the chibi figure. Then we can do the stars with erasing the Ms. Kit. And let's see, I think I'll paint over the whites with maybe some whites from this paint set, but also maybe some whites from the sparkling paint set. Like, it doesn't have too many sparkles in it, but it might add like a subtle difference to it. Right. There we go. I think that's all of it. I think that's all of it. I'm gonna take this away and wipe it off real quick. Alright. There's that. Now to erase this stuff. See if I can remember where all I put the miskits. Some because it got painted over. It's so let's see here. There's that. There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. That one was being a bit tricky. Had to switch the whole skin. Oh, by a shade mistake. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, the thing about making a misstep in painting is sometimes you can work with it and it'll make the piece better by the end, but other times it's just like, no, that's bad. That looks real bad. So it's just like you gotta figure out where you gotta find your battles. My Twitter account, there should be a link on my channel to where it is, but my @ is VT Nozomi. So I think you can look me up if you do that. I mostly retweet other people's stuff and post about when I go live, but occasionally I do post my own art on there. Occasionally. Well, but I do like monthly adoptable designs, so there's that to look forward to in terms of my art. Alright, now time to do the shooting star here. See, I think I may need to go in with black paint around the shooting star just to make it look better. Looking pretty good, I think. Yeah, my character is a chimera. I'm part bunny, part fox, and some other things. But mainly, I'm a fallen wishing star. That's my origin story. Is that I'm a fallen wishing star, so I can be whatever I wish to be, more or less. Right, there we go. Right, I'm gonna wipe this down too. Ooh, this is looking pretty good. I like this biscuit stuff. Kind of. It's the struggle. but the reward is very nice. The reward is very good. Alright, so let's grab this small brush and go into fix things now. I think first I'll fix this tail right here. Yours is just a dog? Aw, but what kind of dog though? What kind of dog? Because there are many different dog breeds out there that you could work with. Just the animal, no backstory? Oh, well, that's alright, that's alright. My whole wishing star thing is just the excuse for me to be whatever I want to be. And if I ever want to change, that's how I'll excuse it. Search the name? Alright. Because in like the initial design phase, when I was coming up with the idea for my VTuber, I was going to be a sea bunny prince. And I would still like to use that design I made. It's just that this Chimera wishing star idea resonated with me more than the sea bunny prince. See, I'm going to put another layer of yellow on here for all this stuff since it's kind of faded after the whole erasing thing. Okay, there's that. Let's put a little bit down here. See, I need to put a bit, like one more layer of the brown on the tail and then go the other places. See, it'll definitely look better once I add the outline with the pen I have. Like that'll definitely look better. Let's see. Now we fill in this area. A corgi! Oh my god, corgis are so cute! Corgis are so cute. They're like, and also they're like the official dog of England, more or less, aren't they? Had to look for a dog breeds list. Oh. But yeah, corgis are so cute, and I think the thing about like corgis are low to the ground, right? That means they're at one point they were a working dog, and that's why that shortly after they're born they have their tails docked because they used to work with like sheep and cattle, I think. So their tails were docked to avoid them getting stepped on. But in the modern day, they aren't really used as working dogs much. So it doesn't really make sense to do that to me. Can you tell I used to be an Animal Planet kid? Can you tell that I watched a lot of Dogs 101 growing up? Okay, I think with this little bit left that's all the brown I need to put in. Let's see, I'm looking, but I'm not really seeing anything else where I need to put more stuff in. I think I need to erase more Kid on the wings. I'm seeing some rough edges there that I gotta fix. Let's go ahead and do that. Because I don't want it to still be there when I put the white paint on. For the parts of it that are whites. What about History Channel? Not so much a History Channel, but funnily enough, I did watch Discovery Health at different points in my life. So there were a bunch of different like health shows too that I would watch. Like I didn't know I was pregnant. That was one I watched. There's Untold Stories of the ER that I watched at like middle school age, so I probably shouldn't have been watching it. um, let's grab this paintbrush. Let's put down the white paint. Let's see. Should I grab sparkle paint for this? I think I will grab sparkle paints. At least for like the tail, the wings, and the ears, and maybe the sleeve too, and the nose. But I think I'll use regular white for the whites of the eyes and my teeth. The ER shows were awesome. Yeah, yeah. Like I remember one time in middle school that my parents asked me why I could watch Untold Stories of the ER, but I couldn't watch House. And it's just like, well, Untold Stories of the ER is a bit more realistic. And while I'm sure House is a good show, I'm not really interested in the main character because he's kind of mean. Like, that was my criticism at the time. He's kind of mean. Let's see. I might want to try painting over this bit here. Because that's a bit of brown. That's not really part of anything. Like, maybe I'll do white in this glowy thing around. White paint. Just so it's not completely empty and devoid of any substance. There's this. Alright, there's all that. And now, time to watch Disney XD shows? No, my family didn't have Disney XD, just regular Disney. My grandparents had Disney XD, but I never knew what to watch on the channel because I didn't watch it regularly. So that's that issue. Alright, it's time to use the sparkle paints. Sparkles! See, I believe this over here has the sparkly whites. So let's wet my brush. Get this paint. Come on now. Like, these paints are very subtle, these sparkle paints. So it's more like a layer you put on top of other things, rather than actually using it for the color itself. From the US? Yeah, I'm from the US. Unfortunately. Save me. See, put sparkles on the shirt here. Gonna put some in the wings. And then a bit in the ear here. And then I'm going to use it for the stars in the background too. Alright, I'm going to place this down so I can move this. There we go. Let's wet this again. We're going over to grab more. Right, put these sparkles in the stars, in the shooting star. Do I work with art? No, unfortunately, no. I got my bachelor's in theater, but the job that was gonna be like my safety net while I tried to figure out my whole career fired me basically as soon as I got that degree. So I've been trying to pay my debts without having a solid job. Right now I'm working as a dishwasher and I'm trying to get a coding certificate so I can get a better job than being a dishwasher. But it has been tough. It has been tough. Like, I'm basically paycheck to paycheck at this point with barely any money saved. And that money is more or less going to be used for either honkai or Christmas gift giving. Whichever comes first, like the gacha or the family. Alright, I think that's everything for the sparkles. Now I can let that dry for a bit, and I need to clean this immediately. Ooh, you're an engineering student. Nice. I'm taking a course in Java and Python, since I think there's some good jobs in those markets where I could possibly earn a good income. At the very least, I want to get a job that I can earn enough to pay off my debts within a few months, because it's not as much. I didn't take on any student loans. So in total right now I have like maybe $4,000 or $5,000 in debt. But that $4,000 to $5,000 is a lot when I'm only making like $300 to $400 in a month. And more than half of that is going towards paying my debts. And then the rest is my food. And then what little I can scrounge together for savings is going to be used for stream stuff eventually. And by stream stuff, I mean gacha. Java is good for backend API. Yeah. It's not necessarily what I want to do, but it's something where I know where if I can get a job, I'll be set for a good while and I can actually make some savings for myself. I am looking into possibly taking a voice acting route though. Like, I want to do some auditions for voice acting and see if, people like me enough to accept me into their project, so I put way too much water in there. I just wanted to fix that little bit, but I put way too much water. Oh, the struggle. The struggle. Let's see, I wonder if I use a dry brush, if I can move that around so that looks better. That's probably just gonna have to be a mistake area where I don't mess with it. Because it sucks. And trying to fix it is not within my repertoire. But yeah, I think the different parts of it have probably dried enough now where I can go in with my ink pen and start lining things out. So let's see, I'm gonna close this. And I think I'll do the shooting star first. So that this will stand out a lot. And I think if I make it like purposefully sketchy, it'll give it some style, maybe? That goes along with the mistakes I made with it. I gotta try to make the best of the worst kind of situations. Try to make the best of worst. Okay, I'm gonna try and be a bit more careful here now. Alright. I'm probably gonna go silent for a bit as I lock in on this. I'll try to pay attention to chat and whatnot, but really don't want any distractions for this, so I can make it look good right at the end here. There's that. Make sure this crown looks good. There we go. Let's get the eyebrow. Let's see, I'll do the eye. Very carefully do the outline of the eyebrow. Or the eyelashes, my bad. Let's see here. Okay, there's that. I can do this carefully. There we go. Let's go ahead and do this. Like that. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's get these bangs and the hair done. Like this. Am I being too quiet? I never know what good levels are in the audio settings, so I just have to trust that it's all right. Okay, doing the ear. It's looking good, I think. It's looking good, I think. Got this. It's good? Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad about that. It would suck if you couldn't hear me at all. Like, another thing about audio I've noticed watching other people's streams is sometimes they'll sound fine when I'm wearing headphones, but then I'll take out the headphones and then they'll sound super quiet on my speakers. And it's just like, which one should you try to cater to? The headphone users or the speaker users? Because I mostly do speakers in my off time. The music was too loud when I set it up? Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, there's that. There's this. Alrighty. Time to ink the clothing. Hopefully I remember to keep it in shot. Gotta be super careful lining parts that have lots of details, like the hands. Well, the hands themselves don't have a lot of details, but if they look slightly off in lining, then it looks very weird. Hands are one of those things where you have to get it just right, or you're just gonna end up with something that looks uncanny. Oh, and your whole piece right now is just a hand. But it's an alien hand, so you have some leeway there. You have some leeway to work with. There's the belt. Okay, let's do the outline for the wing here. I think if I do this again, I'll switch to two different blues. Because the middle blue is actually darker than this blue, which is not supposed to be, according to the original piece I made. Topi! Hey, Topi! Welcome to stream. Yes, very, very pretty artwork we are making. How was your day today, Topi? How was your day today? What were you up to? Right, there's that. Going to do the tail now. Ooh, it was shitty except for when it wasn't. But it was pleasant when it wasn't shitty, and you watched a very funny movie? Well, what was the funny movie? What was the funny movie that you watched? Sorry to hear about the shitty parts of their day, but good to hear about the pleasant parts, you know? That's his life. How am I today? I'm good. I'm good. I did a little bit of studying earlier with school. I still can't seem to figure out how to get my code to run. So that's an issue that I'm trying to figure out as the days go by. I think if I can't get it to run by tomorrow, I'll ask my teacher for like a one-on-one video call and see if that helps any, if we can get things figured out then. See, the Naked Gun with your mom and two of your younger siblings. Only one who stayed up all through it. Oh, okay. I don't know that movie. What's it about? Could you give me a synopsis? Okay, I think that's it for lining. There. Okay, and now I can go in with the gel pen for highlights and whatnot. Usually you're the one sleeping. Oh. Yeah, there's some like videos and movies and stuff where you can just get so relaxed where you just fall asleep. See, it's a comedy about a cop trying to get to the bottom of a murder, and you were laughing so much. Ooh. I guess I should ask, is it meant to be a comedy? Or were you laughing at it because it was one of those so bad it's good things? Let's add the highlight to the eye. Like this. Comedy where there's always a joke or visual gag? Ah, okay. Okay, I see. I see with that. Yeah. Hmm. Alright, I think I'm almost done with this. Just want to add like a few extra bits of details up here to the shooting star using a gel pen. And then that'll be it for stream today, I think. Yeah, because this is all done. Ooh, wait, maybe I should add blush. I think I'll add blush. Probably gets stale for most people, but you were entertained? Ah, I see. See, I'm gonna grab this little brush here, dip it ever so slightly in the paint, and add a little bit of blush right here. Blushy. Blushy. Oh, that adds so much. Beast looks so adorable. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think this is pretty much going to be it for the piece, though. Because there isn't much else I can add to it. Like, I guess I could add details to the bottom, but I don't know what I would put there. But yeah, this looks really good. And I'm so happy I got to use the new paints that Tallulah gave me. Alright. Gonna go ahead and put this stuff over to the side a bit. And stretch my back. Ooh, stretch. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. I'm gonna leave this up on screen as I go ahead and you can just kiss my hands and fingertips. Oh. Is that so? Oh god, the lag is back. Oh god, the lag. Why? There was lag earlier, Topi, and it was so bad. I'm gonna find someone to raid for today. Now that we're at the end of stream. And after stream, I'll take a picture of this and I'll post it to Twitter. I'll make sure to post it to Twitter. Alright, here we go. Oh, thank you, Topi. Thank you. Alright, let's see who's live. Let's see here. Oh, someone's playing Honkai Star Rail. That reminded me of something that happened earlier today. So I was done grinding out my dailies, and I looked at the light cone banner, and I was like, maybe I should build at least like 20 pity for when the next man light cone banner comes up, because right now it's just women. But I accidentally, I don't even want to say accidentally, I did it on purpose, but I did a single 10 pull on the banner, and I got the light cone that was on the banner. I got a 5-star. I won the banner, I got a 5-star, and I also won the 50-50. But I didn't want to. I would have much preferred that I lose the 50-50 on the banner, but I didn't. So now it's just like, oh, okay, I have this 5-star light cone that I don't need. And now my pity has been reset. Gambling and I won. I did win, but I didn't win what I wanted to win. Which is what has me upset. And now the pity has been reset. So when the next light cone I actually want comes along, I don't know if I'm going to win. So that's really unfortunate. And also, like, knowing that the next 10 pull was going to be a 5-star that I won the 50-50, and I couldn't be patient enough to just wait for the man, upsets me. Because that would have made for an amazing stream clip. It would have been amazing. Anyway, back to finding someone to raid. Oh dear. Alright, let's see. Can probably just go into someone who's just chatting, right? I don't know. Let's see. Well, we got some Pokemon. Maybe we can do that. You want... No, Lycon is Zenless. For Honkai, I'm talking about Dan Heng. The new Dan Heng form that's coming up in the next patch. That's what I was waiting for. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll go into this guy doing Pokemon today. He's I don't know if it's his first time going through the story, but it looks like he's on like the final Team Star and Titan fights, which is really good. Alright, so let's start the raid into Kua Ghost. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Krogunk is Topi's favorite Pokemon Virtuo. Let's go ahead and bring up the raid message. Oh, thank you, Topi. Yeah, my setup's a bit awkward right now, so typing's weird. Thank you for bringing that up for everybody. And yeah, that's gonna be it for stream today. I'll be posting this in a little bit. And tomorrow I do plan on streaming. And it'll either be Zenla Zone Zero or Honkai Star Rail, or maybe both. Maybe both. Yours is Torchic and Blaziken. Oh, nice. Mine, it's sort of give or take depending on a day, but I do really like Eevee, but I also really like the Cyndaquil line and the Snivy line. Like, those are, like, the top of the top. But yeah, that's going to be the plan for tomorrow. And then I'll probably be streaming on Saturday too, but I don't know quite what I'm going to be streaming yet. So, look forward to that. But, until next time, I'll see you later. Mata ne!